What's going on, guys? It's your boy JC. We are on the Nerd Dungeon tonight. We have the Kliq Talk. We are minus Dre tonight. He is not feeling it up to it tonight. He's got some personal stuff going on. Um, you should be able to see him on Mondays, and we'll see him next week on Kliq Talk. So tonight we have a few things that we want to get off our chests and talk about and get along and hang out. Uh, First, I'm going to give the floor to my guys. You got Mr. Smitty Rock, and Bob, as soon as I say that, Bob takes off. So, Smitty, you got the floor, sir.
I just want to give a special shout out, congratulations to two of my friends from Funko Fiends NA. Special shout out to and congratulations to Lynn and Jesse. They got married yesterday, and I was had the privilege and honor to be able to go and attend the wedding and basically help them enter this new chapter for them. But I mean, they're some of my favorite people in the group. And like I said, it meant a lot to me that they wanted me there. So congrats, Lynn and Jess.
Congrats. That's another thing about this community is like we are a community. I mean, we're in a community, and whenever you guys are in a community, you start making friends, and you probably wouldn't have been known them if it wasn't for Funko and something like that, right? Like,
I wouldn't have known them if I wasn't part of the Fiends. And
you didn't have that connection, then so that's awesome. So, Robert, you got anything?
I got a box in from Lego. I can open.
Check it out.
Picked this up from Amazon.
That is very cool. Nice. The AT. I think it's AT-AT, right? Is it AT-AT or ATST?
One
of them's the 2 legs.
What?
One of them's 2 legs. One of them's 4 legs.
AT-AT is the 4 leg.
The AT-AT and Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
But I picked up a couple more of my favorite line, which is the Brickheads.
I do like a Brickhead.
And these will go nicely with the rest of my Brickheads that I have by my TV.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Tano, and the last of the ducks that I need is Daisy. So I have the nephews, I've got Uncle Scrooge, and I have Donald, so picked up Daisy.
Very cool. You got the whole collection.
So I'm looking forward to hopefully building them this weekend if I have the time and patience to sit down and do it without cursing. We'll build them.
I don't think I have anything new this week. I actually I'm glad to be back. I know that I was back last week, and I'm just happy to be able to stream again and be on.
I mean, I can steal your thunder here, and I can also say thank you, Playful Gorilla, for
there you go,
the awesome figure and awesome sticker.
Still my thunder. That's perfectly fine by me.
It's his new sticker too.
I love it. I mean, as a king, it's always good to have a crown.
Let's see that one. That thing's cool. I like that.
And it's got a crown on it. That's why I like it.
Playful Gorilla has he been on the toy chats?
Yeah.
He was on a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yep. Yeah, he was. We had him on for almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
That
was the marathon stream.
That was a good one. You guys did really cool.
But a cheap plug I promised Trey I would do. We have Evil Ghosty on Monday.
My boy.
Evil Ghosty is going to be on Monday. If you haven't checked out a toy chat, come check him out. I know Trey has got an IG out there for the toy chats, and he's working it, man. I mean, Dre's killing it for the dungeon. So
And
go check
Evil
out these guys on the toy chat.
Evil may have a preview for us.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Be sure to
I
check that
can't
out.
wait.
So this week, it's simple, it's quiet, it's down to earth. We got 3 little subjects that we're going to talk about. So the first subject we got today is we're going to be talking about cartoons and animation from when we were younger to compared to now. And I'm looking at these guys because we're all a little bit different age, and I know that like when I was younger, cartoon violence was. I know when I was younger, the cartoon violence was more prominent than it is now, and I watched violent cartoons, and just like Thundercats, GI Joe, even the funny cartoons were violent, like Tom and Jerry. You know, like those were the things I grew up on. Roadrunner slam or Wile E. Coyote getting slammed into the wall. So stuff like that you don't see anymore. What are some cartoons that when you were growing up that really hit that child button of yours? Like you're like, yes, I gotta wake up on a Saturday morning just to watch this.
When I was little, like really little, Speed Buggy was one of my Saturday. Super Friends was definitely one that I had to watch every Saturday. Yeah, that's when you showed that the other way, I was like, what?
Awesome. I was checking that out. I actually read that book. I'll look at it and I'll read it on Comixology, but I couldn't find that on Comixology, so I was like, it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, those two were probably. I mean, Looney Tunes, obviously. I mean, the other one I would say that was a staple for me growing up, Underdog.
Ooh, Underdog. Not a lot of people know about the Underdog. So
please.
That was a good one.
I loved. I mean, Riff Raff I still have a soft spot for Riff Raff as a villain. I mean, I've got the Simon Bar Sinister and the Underdog pop. Had to get them. I still want a Riff Raff pop. I'll still get it, even though it's a pop. But if they make it, I have to have it.
Find somebody to do a custom one.
I mean, I know you'll never get a go for one because of the politics of it today. Right. But I mean, that was one of my favorite parts of the Underdog show was that segment when they ran them.
I loved it. My mom used to sit us down and let us watch Underdog, and we loved it. I know it was a little bit before my time, but we still got to enjoy that.
All the reruns of it for years and years.
It's like she had all of them on a VHS tape, and I know a lot of that shows my age to a lot of people, but she had that on a VHS tape. We'd watch it like every chance we got. That was awesome. Stephanie says Beast Wars and Gargoyles. Beast Wars was legit. Like, I think that was better than the old 80s Transformers. I loved Beast Wars. I don't know. I know that's a controversial subject, but I have to say that I enjoyed Optimus Prime as a gorilla. So that was me. And who was the cheetah? And they had Rat Trap and Cheetah. I can't remember the cheetah's name. And then they had that spider that turned on the Megatron and went to Optimus. That was good. And then obviously I'm a fan of Gargoyles. What about those cartoons do you think Smitty, I'll get to you, Robert, in just a second. But what about those cartoons do you think would improve today's cartoons? Like, if they were showed today, how could they improve on them?
Uh, honestly, I don't know. I mean, Super Friends really was your first big superhero animation
Right.
run. So that led and opened the door to all of the other animated superhero stuff, the Spider-Man, the X-Men, you know, all of the DC animations, that they kill today. That all started with Super Friends.
Right.
You know,
I
so
agree completely.
and
you
at that
think
age,
Super
it
Friends-
opened everything up. That opened the whole world of superheroes up.
Because you had Spider-Man, the animated series way back then.
Well,
And
that was years, but that was years after Super Friends.
I know that's what I'm saying is then you had that, and do you think with the animation style that they have today that it could improve, or do you think it would be just about the same?
I mean,
Because you
I
get
think
that nostalgic feeling with Super Friends.
well, that's because I remember it. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's that childhood feel where today you can get. You can do so much with animation today. It's not going to be the same
Right.
because you can go super tech. You can. A good example of that is what they did with the Vision series with Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
You had eight stories or 6 or 8 stories, and each one had a different animation style. Each one had its own storyline, but it was cool seeing the different types of animation and the way they did it. And
I like that series, the Vision series from Star Wars. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out on Disney Plus because it was worth the watch.
And it was very cool seeing that portrayed very differently than, say, Rebels or Clone Wars.
Right.
So today's, if you were doing Super Friends today, it would be very different than that. Could you get away with some of the same stories? You might be able to. You'd probably have to tweak it, but
yeah, a little bit.
A little, but it's not going to have the same. It's just, it won't have that same feel just because the advancements of today.
I know that if you couldn't do a show like G.I. Joe nowadays, well, the same stories as G.I. Joe had nowadays.
Wouldn't be politically correct.
Exactly. The politically correct police would shut it down quicker than they shut down half the stuff they shut down.
Right. And it's a shame because, come on. They shut down Pepe Le Pew.
That's true. Damn you, cancel culture.
They wouldn't. You couldn't have Pepe in Space Jams too. The new Space Jam, because
he's misogynistic.
God forbid you have a mistaken identity, and the guy gets persecuted.
All right, Bob.
It's a cartoon. It's supposed to be fun.
For real,
seriously.
People take this world too seriously lately. Like, you can't say anything or get by with anything because everything's taken literally. And that's why I give it up to all stand-up comedians because it is hell on their world.
To try to make it as a comedian nowadays is I can't even imagine trying to make it. Come on. The flack that Chappelle got, and Chappelle is so established. I mean, please.
He has not once touched that cat, and all he did was love her.
Right?
Thank you, Stan.
Yeah.
All right, Bob, what you got?
All right.
Give me a some
all
one or
right.
two or three.
I live out in left field, so I'm not gonna throw out the ones that you want me to say, like Ninja Turtles, yada yada. No. When I think of my childhood, and when I think of like rushing to the little like 12-inch TV in the kitchen to watch cartoons, the ones that come to mind
Fruity
would be
Pebbles.
Heathcliff. Loved Heathcliff. Dude, I mean, you had two cartoons in one. Because you had Heathcliff, and then you had the junkyard, whatever. I'd never remember the actual title for that, but I know it was Heathcliff, and then like in the same universe, you had the cats in the junkyard. I mean,
yeah, they were like a rip-off. I mean, they were a rip-off of Garfield and Friends, weren't they?
They were better. They were better.
Heathcliff
actually got out and did shit. Garfield is lazy. I love him.
It's true.
But he was lazy. Heathcliff actually went down to the fish market to try and steal fish.
That's true.
He didn't have, freaking Dave just build, or whatever his fucking name was, make freaking lasagna for him. Come on now. But the other one,
yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna go a little bit more obscure, and I'm gonna say Dennis the Menace.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
The animated one. I kind of like
another one you couldn't really get by doing.
That had like PC. More of like a bubblegum comic book strip look to it.
And that was okay though. Like what? That was cool back then. Is the bubblegum?
Well, yeah. I mean, like we didn't have a debate, and I'll fight to the death. I think anything animated after like, and I don't know where to draw the line, but anything that was hand drawn, I love. The new digital, let's just get on a computer with a little fake pen and draw it. No, I like hand drawn. And when JC and I start doing our Disney stuff and we talked about animation, I'm going to be very, very adamant about I love the way that Disney did his animation up until Princess and the Frog. And that's why Princess and the Frog is one of my favorite Disney movies ever, because it was the last hand-drawn movie before going into
Princess and the Frog.
What?
What was after Princess and the Frog?
Bunch of CG crap. I just know that was the last hand-drawn movie. That's why I love it so much.
Steph says Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats.
I knew it was something like that. I don't know why I was throwing Junkyard in there, but I mean they hung out in the scrapyard.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, okay. So would they be able to improve on that today, or do you think that keeping that old animation style is what made those
honestly, anything that was done in the mid 90s back, to me, I mean, Turtles. I'm a huge Turtle fan. Everyone knows that. I love the Turtles. I cannot watch any of the new shit. Just can't do it.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Yeah, I've tried. I can't do it either.
Like, it looks weird when the Turtles have a more squared off head. Like, how did you get a perfectly shaped turtle head back in the 80s and 90s, but you can't do it now?
For real.
I just think at, and again, I get that aesthetically pleasing, the stuff today is great. You can get more realistic and a much more like, is this a game or is this real life? But you lose that sense of like art, artist craft when you just do it on a computer.
Let me ask you guys this, since we've been talking about this. What is like a show, a cartoon, or whatever it is that you would like to see the old artists turn into like a cartoon animation series. Like go back and rewrite or redraw everything and make it the 80s, 70s, 90s animation style. What do you think would be the best option for that? I've got a couple of them.
So what you're saying is have something that's older brought up to like the 80s and 90s, or you're
Yeah.
talking about new going back?
Well, new going back. Like who drew or who was Heathcliff's artist? I mean, if they could have drawn for a cartoon today, which cartoon would you want that to have been?
I would love to
You know what
see
I'm
an
saying?
older animation style of South Park.
I like that.
How
I
much
do. I
older
really
are you
like
going to go back? I mean, it's already
No,
kind of
but
an old school.
honestly, like you take South Park and you do it in that animation style of like Fat Albert,
All right. I could see
Okay.
that.
like that aesthetic.
I like that.
That would be kind of fun.
All
I
right.
mean, yeah.
I mean, that's actually
Smitty?
modern. Like in a way, that's almost modernizing South Park.
Kind of,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
You know, it's kind of funny. But that could work. I could see that. I mean, if I'm going modern back, you know, it would be interesting to see what they could do with Attack on Titan in the in an older
See, I'm going down
animation
the same route.
because
I'm going down the same route.
that one is very unique in its animation as it is, but very detailed.
Mhm.
And you wouldn't get that same detail, but I'm wondering if they could hold the story the same way without it.
I
That one
think they
might be
could.
interesting.
Like if you gave Attack on Titan to like let's say He-Man, the artist that did He-Man, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, or Justice
Or
League, you know,
like I
Super
was
Friends.
thinking
I mean,
because I was going down the same line as you were, and I was thinking give like My Hero Academia or Dragon Ball to the guys that did Thundercats, the true anime people, and see how that would change it. Because I know that back then they drew muscles, but they also like had facial features that most animes don't have. Like Lino actually looked badass. So I want to see Goku like that or Deku like that, you know? I think I would have more seasons than it does now. Yeah. I think she's talking about Heathcliff still. So,
God, I wish.
what, like, I think that's been enough time talking about that. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
You guys have any last words on that one?
Older animation is great. New animation sucks. We'll
I wouldn't
leave it at
say
that.
sucks. Like Smitty was saying, Attack on Titan's pretty cool. They've
no,
got
I
some
mean
good
there
animation.
are cool anime. There are. I mean, it depends on the show, though. I mean, there are cool animation, and there's and
Yeah.
there's a lot of good anime out there. It's not for everybody.
No, definitely not for me.
See, so
Right.
and Robert has how I'll say this. He tends to have an older soul when it comes to his comics and cartoon stuff, which is
Yep.
cool. I mean, I have the utmost respect for it, and he and I happen to have share a certain fandom for a certain older Disney movie.
Robin
Which one
Hood.
was this? Oh,
Robin Hood.
That's my jam. I have two favorite Disney movies, if you guys don't know. One of them is Robin Hood.
Robin Hood is my favorite Disney movie.
There's something about later, I'll show you that. There's something about the rooster at the beginning, just walking across with the little minstrel guitar.
Oodle-lally, golly, what a day.
Yes.
But no. I mean, honestly, JC and I are we're going to start something that I think you'll all want to tune into.
We're going to start it tonight, actually.
Yep.
We're not actually going to air it tonight. It'll probably air Friday, but we're going to start doing it tonight. I'm hoping to have it edited by Friday. But it's a video that I get to edit. I'm so excited to do this. I haven't got to edit nothing in a while, so I'm excited to get some stuff to edit. What's up, Nadia? So, moving on to our next thing. Let's talk about things that are coming out that you're excited for and any rumors that have been put on those. So, give me something that you're excited that's coming out.
I guess I'll say I'm excited for the Batman because I cannot wait to sit in that theater with my. If you follow my Instagram, I'm gonna get the brisket sliders again and some beignets. And I'm just going to sit there and revel in the fact that Robert Pattinson is going to knock this out of the park and have to watch everybody eat crow when he does.
Hey, Robert Pattinson's going to kill this.
I mean, that's one. The other one I'll say is Jurassic World Dominion. That is going to be... That's been one of those movies that's either going to be really, really great or is going to be really, really bad. But I'm thinking it's going to be really, really great.
I have a feeling about that movie. I have a feeling that they're going to put a lot of nostalgia in a movie just because the three that are in it.
But if we've learned anything...
We're going to see a lot of...
We're going
to see a lot of flashbacks.
If you've learned anything from Spider-Man No Way Home, we all love nostalgia.
We do. We all love nostalgia.
I'm sorry, but when I saw in the trailer, you saw the three original Doctors. If I felt like, seeing Toby, Andrew, and Willem Dafoe, I felt that same oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, both of those I am extremely excited for. I can't wait to see Robert Pattinson kill it as Batman. I know there's a lot of hate. Wow, that was a cheer for Robert Pattinson. But I can't wait to see him kill it as Batman because I know he's capable. He's got that dark sense to him, so I'm excited for it. Jurassic Park, I like Jurassic Park. It's not my top 10, but I like Jurassic Park. So that little kid in me is kind of interested in seeing how the new one does because it's like bringing back those three. And I'm like, nostalgia, I'm going to go for it. But
I mean, honestly, with the new trilogy, I've actually enjoyed the first two movies. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they close out the trilogy, but you also get a twofold because it's closing out the whole franchise.
Right.
Unless they throw us a curveball at the end where we're going to have
another one.
3 more movies where, Jurassic Hood, where, they're going to Detroit or Compton or whatever, but.
No, they got to go to space because that's what happens on every 10.
No. All right. I don't know if you were here, but I think I made the joke where the Fast and the Furious guys are going to steal the DeLorean to go back in time to help out in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I remember.
That's what's going to happen in Fast 10. Sorry, folks.
All right. I will agree with both of you. Batman, I'm very interested to see what they do with that. I'm hoping it's not a complete. It doesn't look like it's a complete reboot. But honestly, it's. I mean, it's been almost a year since we saw the "I Am Vengeance" clip. That hooked me. That was the hook. I was like, all right, I will give him I have to see what he does with it. Because when I saw that clip, I was like, ooh, he could pull this off. I liked that.
That's the thing that gives Batman those edges, the one-liners that he has. Like, I'm Batman, you know?
Where's Harvey?
Yeah, like his dark voice, and Pattinson's pretty good. I mean, like you said, that I'm Vengeance clip was, I was like, yeah, let's see.
I'm looking forward to Morbius stuff.
Looking forward to Morbius?
I am really looking forward to seeing what Sony does with that. That looks like it's going to be really good. Another one that Sony's doing that, I don't know if Robert is going to be interested in, but Craven is. I mean, it's a ways out, but
it has Russell Crowe in it. I'm there.
I'm looking forward to that because Craven and Rhino Craven Hobgoblin and Green Goblin were by far my favorite Spider-Man villains.
Right.
Craven and then Rhino, for some reason, were always right up there. And I don't know what it is about it.
You gotta have Venom up there too.
Now, see, Venom he's not a Spider-Man villain. He's a Spider-Man anti-hero.
Okay. That's kind of cool. I like that.
And I know, Robert, that's why I wasn't sure if you were also a Craven fan, because I know you and I have a thing about Hobgoblin.
Got me hooked on Craven.
I don't think Russell Crowe would be a good Craven.
He's not supposed to be Craven.
No,
I think he's supposed to be his father.
Yeah. Who do you think would be a good Craven? I think off the top of your head, like first person that comes to your mind, Craven. Because I've got one. I think the guy that played Gaston in Beauty and the Beast live action. What is his name? Lucas. If you know his name and you're putting it in the chat, I'm looking.
I mean, looking at a comic book picture of him, as weird as it sounds, I would almost say Roman. But Roman has no ability to act, so I wouldn't, But just,
that was a compliment and a backhand. Shit.
What?
So that was a compliment and a backhand. Luke Evans, that's his name.
I mean, it's better than Aaron Taylor Johnson, who's set to play Craven.
I think that would be a good Craven. He is also in Dracula, the remake.
What's this? Damn it! Let me see if I can find him.
But I agree with you. I think Craven, and I didn't care for Rhino, the person they got to play Rhino, but I liked the cartoon character Rhino. This is the thing. I've been having computer issues all day. It's aggravating the hell out of me. But the guy that they got to play Rhino, like I think it was Paul Giamatti in the movie. I was like, I wish they would have done something different with that. Made him the actual Rhino instead of a machine. That would have been cool. Hopefully they can do something in the future with that. Try to make up for that crap.
I saw a picture of Joel Kinnaman, the guy who played Flag in Suicide Squad. And the way they had his beard, I was like, he could actually pull off Kraven.
He could. I like that.
The jawline and stuff was like, ooh.
Look at us. We're recasting.
I mean,
but I agree with you, Robert. The guy they have picked right now, he's going to have to bulk up for me to.
I didn't even see who they had picked.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah.
Really?
I keep seeing I keep seeing like fiction for like Momoa doing it. I mean,
they got Kick-Ass to do it.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
I mean, if he wasn't already Mysterio, I could also see Gyllenhaal doing it. Throw a beard and get him bulked up a little bit more.
Yeah,
that's a possibility.
That'd be a nice Kraven.
Either that or Jay Courtney. Throw a beard on him and
Jay Courtney.
He's at least got the bulk.
That's Boomerang. He's got those. He can do the chops too. So, and Kraven's got those chops. So that'd be kind of good. I like Jay Courtney. So next thing we're going to talk about is we're actually going to review. This could be the first time I've done this on our channel. Is we're going to review a video, and if my computer will act right. And what we're going to review is GM mode from WWE 2K22, and we're going to see what it looks like, and we're going to see if we're interested in doing a GM mode on the Nerd Dungeon. So let me pull that up.
Do you need us to turn our cameras off while you try to
not at all.
Show it? Or is it
not at all?
I was just trying to make sure that we don't.
No, you're good. So I'm going to
start freezing up.
Can you hear that?
No.
Can you hear that?
No.
I don't know.
You may have to present computer sound. I don't know. That's
hold on. You might be able
what
to
we
hear
have to do with Teams.
I was going to say you might be able to hear it once I start to share screen. So let me share my screen. And I'm also going to play some music to mask the music that's going on now. So let's get some daydreaming. Maybe. Can you hear that all right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear the screen, or is it just silent?
All I hear is the music.
Okay.
I can see it. So that's
all right. That's what we want to do. So we're gonna rewind this back. Sorry, this is new progress for us. So let's go ahead and review this.
Steph, I totally agree. That would have been. I wanted that so bad.
Oh, me too.
What's that?
Joseph
A
Gordon-Levitt.
Robin movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
He got robbed.
Oh yeah.
And
All right.
no pun intended.
He got robbed. All right. Let's check this out.
Well,
All right, here's
look
your
a lot
music
better.
still.
Well, no, that's the point.
That's what,
'cause
that's what I'm hoping is all you hear is music. So this is actual game footage, so I'm kind of enjoying the looks of these. So I really like, let me mute that because I can hear it really loud. But you can create your own GM. You can, just like on Up, Up, Down, Down, where it's player versus player. Obviously, Stephanie is a GM in here, but you can create your own GM. You can draft. You got the cash each week to do your matches and special promotions, pay your wrestlers. And I just think it looks really good. I'm impressed with what I've seen out of 2K this year. Like, it's been fire every review that I've seen. And it doesn't look like the past 2Ks where it was choppy in a little bit and you could go through the ropes. Like, every gameplay I've seen has been on point. So I'm kind of excited. And I did pre-order, so we are getting Undertaker. So let's stop sharing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited because you can take one of the 4 brands, because you've got Raw, SmackDown, NXT UK. Like JC said, you can build your own GM, or you can select Shane, Stephanie, Adam Pearce, or Sonya. Those are those will be fun to deal with. Yeah, but the fact that like you can have your GM go out and spectate a match,
Right,
is probably the coolest part. You can get some shenanigans on opponents and stuff.
that would be kind of cool to go out there and like interfere. If you don't like somebody, go out there and say interfere with them. I don't know all the specs of it. I don't know all the rules that we're gonna have for our GM mode on Nerd Dungeon, but I think that is something that we could all enjoy doing. And I don't know. I mean, we're going to talk about this later on off stream, obviously, to get all the kinks worked out in it and see if there's no interest there for some people. But other than that, I mean, I'm excited for March. Like, March is going to be awesome for us.
Yeah.
We've got Monday nights. You've got the toy chat. Wednesday nights, you can join us here on the Kliq Talk, and then we'll have little videos throughout the week. I know me and Rob are putting together something really cool called Remaking the Magic, where we're going back to the beginning of Disney. I'm a huge Disney fan. If you can't see these back here, I'm a huge Disney fan. I love that was my childhood. Growing up, like, I worked at Disney, so that was my adulthood as well. And now that my daughter's old enough, she's a Disney person because I love Chip and Dale. But
they're coming out on March 1st.
But now that my daughter's older, it's into my adulthood now. So, like, Disney's always been there, and I love to talk about it. And so me and Rob, obviously the Disney guy, we're going to be talking about Disney a little bit. We're going to start at the beginning, which is number 1. We're going to be filming tonight, actually, is Snow White, which was the very first Disney animation film. Actually, it was the very first animation film. And we're going to be talking about that.
First full feature length.
Yeah, full feature length.
Because Steamboat Willie was the first one.
Thank you.
Sorry, my apologies. Full feature length Disney animation.
Yes.
So we're going to be discussing some of that. We're going to throw out some facts about it. We're going to talk about who we would like to see, because you know that we can't get by without a recasting, and I'd love to do some put people in different places. So we're going to check out recasting with us tonight. So be on the lookout for that. Guys, do you have anything you want to say about Monday?
Evil Ghosty, 7 o'clock.
Yep. Evil Ghosty is, I mean, if you guys should know him. I mean, I've shown off a lot of pieces I've gotten from him, from pins to artist customs.
That thing is killer.
This one is, and I've got the one from the other custom I've got from Big C. That one was insanely crazy cool. Do I have it right here? No, I put him over there. Oh wait, I do have him right here. Just have to.
By the way, I never told you guys what I was excited for coming up while he's looking for that. Actually, on Friday this week, Vikings Valhalla comes out, and I'm going to be like binge watching that. So that's what I'm excited for. That was cool as hell. You show that again?
Sure. This one is a guy out of the Bay Area, Big C.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. That is dope. I like that. So,
this is my what? Well, technically, when I got him, this was the third one I bought, but the first one I had in hand. Piece from Big C. Yeah, I mean, he's another one of the guys that I've learned about through Booze and Buddies. I like a lot of his stuff. Tends to be a little more expensive than some of the other artists I follow, which is why it took me a little while to kind of build up to his. But I saw when he posted the Evil Ghosty custom, I reached out to him that day.
That'd be cool. I mean, that looks awesome. Both of those do, actually. So, guys, we are about to jump off of here. We want to say we appreciate you guys coming up in here and talking to us, hanging out with us. Like these guys have said, be sure to check out Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Check out these guys, which is 6 p.m. my time. I'm pretty sure. So 6 p.m. Central, 8 p.m.
6 p.m.
Eastern,
Central,
or 7 p.m. Central.
7 p.m. Eastern.
There you go. Listen to these guys.
5 Mountain.
4 Pacific.
Yep.
All right. Go check them out. This week they have Evil Ghosty. He's got a lot of cool stuff. If you want, Smitty, if you could want to put his link in the chat, they can go check out Evil Ghosty before the stream. That would be even cool. We can also put it in the description of this video. We will do that for, shortly. But thank you guys for watching. And as Robert Templeton's thing, we're going to say, as always, peace out. Later, guys.